Hey, Mr. Zam here, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Oceanblock. For today's episode, we are going to continue on our progress in the last episode. And as what I said in the last episode, we are going to build today a turbine. And we're also going to set up our polonium production. And if we have some extra time, we can also proceed with the making of the lithium production as well. Right, so again, because our main goal really of this mechanism journey that we just did in the last episode is we're going to be making the mecha suit to fight the Chaos Dragon, right? And the mecha suit requires polonium pellets to make the thing. I've made an auto crafting for a turbine already, right? So as you may have seen as well in this space right here, we could go with a 7x7 kind of like base for the turbine, but knowing that we only have a 30 metabucket burn rate per tick, I feel like a 5x5x9 turbine can accommodate with that burn rate right there. So according to the FTB wiki of the industrial turbine, we can produce a maximum of 5.85 million RF per tick for a 5x5x9. But with the 7x7x13, we can produce a maximum of 34.28 million RF per tick. Right, so let's build this turbine that we have. So according to the wiki, you need 4 turbine rotors. You need 130 of this turbine casing. And then you need, I think that's 32 turbine vents. 32 turbine vents. Then we need 8 saturating condensers. And then I don't know what this is. What is that? Oh no, we need 16 saturating condensers. Right? And then this one is, oh, we need a pressure disperser. I forgot to autocraft that one. Pressure disperser, I need 8 of this, right? And then we need 2 electromagnetic coil, this one right here, and then 8 rotors. Turbine blade. Okay, so that is 8 turbine blade. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. Also, we need the rotational complex rather. Right, so I think we have all of it now. Okay, cool. So let's not deal with the ports just yet. So on the very bottom is going to be full turbine casing. By the way, let's get our wand here. There we go. And then we're going to set up something like this. So you 2, 3, something like that, and then reactor glass, right? So then you, right? And then we're going to fill not everything really, but more like the sides of this turbine with turbine vents. Something like this. So then turbine vent, I think, yeah, we need to fill in 32 turbine vents. So something like this. Right, and then the remaining turbine vent will sit on the top. Right, so let's fill in the turbine casings. I feel like we went too high. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we went too high, lamau. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So something like that. Okay. Right, so again, turbine vents. 3x3 turbine vents on the sides. Something like that. And then on the very top, we will put 5 turbine vents. Something like so. Right, and then we're going to be putting the pressure disperser on this side right here, on this spot right here. Right, and then rotational complex in the middle. Right, and then saturating condensers. Something like that. Put the coil. This one right here. Put 2 electromagnetic coils. And then saturating condensers onto the remaining space. Alright, so we are missing the ports and the blades. So let me get my turbine blade. U, and U. Turbine. There we go. Right, so that's pretty much it completed. Right, so by the way, this turbine that we just built, this one doesn't generate that much power, but it can convert steam to water at a 100% rate, right? So that's what the wiki told me, that this is the maximum, or like this is the setup for a 100% conversion. But if you want more power rather than like 100% conversion of steam to water, you will put more coils. This one right here. You need to put more electromagnetic coils inside of your turbine casing. But again, I don't need any power whatsoever. I do have my serial generator. And so what I'm after for really is the 100% conversion of steam to water. Right, so that has been pointed out. Now we need ports for this dude right here. This one needs 2 ports for the water and the steam. Port. Was it called port? Let's see. Mechanism, port. Turbine ports. Yeah, this one right here. So I need 2 of this. There we go. Alright. So again, this is where the steam comes in. And then on the spot right here, actually we just need 1 turbine valve. We just need 1. Right, so this one is filling up the coolant tank slowly. So then let's put, by the way, let's configure this one. So let me get my configurator. This one should be not wrench. This one should be output coolant. And then this one should be input, correct. And then on the very bottom is going to be output waste. Yep, just like that. Okay, so then we need some tubes, pressurized tubes. So I need more. Come on. I also need some pipes. Right, and then pipes. Oh, I don't have that on auto crafting. Okay. Then yeah, we'll just have to wait for this fission reactor to be completely filled with water, and then we will start the production of nuclear waste. Right, so according to the wiki, the more pipes you have, the bigger the transfer rate. Right, so in order for us to accommodate the water, the condensed water, we should put 32 pipes onto these vents right here. So something like this. And then user. Alright, let's connect those up. Okay. Alright, so we don't have to worry about the top part since this one has exceeded the recommended number of pipes. Alright, so something like that. And then we'll just have to connect that one over here-ish. I'll fill this up with water first and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we have completely filled our fission reactor now with some coolant. The only thing that we're missing here in order for us to turn on this fission reactor is the way to use the nuclear waste itself. So for the nuclear waste, we need to use either the isotopic centrifuge to create the plutonium or the solar neutron activator to create some polonium. And since we're needing some polonium, we are going to make we're going to this route right here using, you know, solar neutron activator. So solar neutron activator, this one right here. So I don't have any HDPE pellet just yet. I don't have a way to make HDPE pellet just yet. So that's a pressurized reaction chamber. Let me grab that one real quick. Forgot about this. You know what? Let me think of an appropriate setup for this, and I'll be right back to you guys. Okay, so I managed to figure it out. So what we have here is the production of our HDPE pellet. So what I basically did here is I made use of entangloporters to, if we take a look at here, to transfer wirelessly the ethylene gas, the power, and as well as the substrate, right? So we have those guys. Then we just made use of the XNet to do the logistics of these machines right here. So we are putting the substrate to our pressurized reaction chamber right here, and then the ethylene is being condensed by this rotary decondensator. So we now have liquid ethylene. And then for the oxygen, we made use of electrolytic separator. So that's the thing. We now have those guys, right? And I just hook up my refined storage to dump the HDPE pellet onto our drawer system there. So that is all good. While this chemical tank right here will dispose of the excess oxygen that the PRC is generating. Because this one will generate oxygen every time you process some HDPE pellets. So that's the thing. We now have those HDPE pellets. It's now the time to create the Neutron. This guy right here, Neutron Activator. So we're missing the HDPE sheet, which that is just 8 of the HDPE pellets. Or we could just like enrich that one in an enrichment chamber. You know what? Let's actually do that. We can efficiently create more HDPE pellets or sheets. Right, so again, let's put this one facing to this pressurized reaction chamber. Oh, with a weird lag spike there. So again, something like this. Right, so we can just like auto output the polonium towards this pressurized reaction chamber that we have. Why is this filled with stuff? Okay. Alright. Issue addressed. Right, so again, we need to put the nuclear waste onto this solar neutron activator. Right, so let's actually do that now. So let's go right here. We have our access port here. Let us just do something like this. Of course, I don't have enough tubes. Actually, let's just make use of basic pressurized reaction chamber. Or basic pressure tube. So then, Something like so. By the way, the solar neutron activator's input is on the bottom part. Take note of that one. So now, if we power this, of course that is super noisy. Let's turn that off. Mechanism. Fission reactor, there we go. So, at this power right here, as you can see, we're not losing any coolant. We actually are losing coolant. I feel like we need more of the mechanical pipe, so let's actually put more. Something like that, I guess. Okay, so how about now? Okay, we're not losing any more water. That is cool. So now if I pump this one up to, I don't know, let's just slowly bump the rate of this. So how about 10? So, okay, the water is stabilizing. Cool. And how much are we producing? We're producing 228 kilo RF per tick. Right, by the way, let's not forget to get rid of the energy, or else this turbine reactor will stop spinning, and we will have a backlog of steam in here, so we don't want that. So let's make a plug real quick. Right, I don't have any way to store amounts of power just yet, so you know what I'm going to do? Actually, let's turn this off because I forgot one port. So let's see, port. Let me get what is this again? Turbine port. This one right here. Let me make use of this. So let's put you right probably here. Something like that. And then I'm going to just make use of trash can for now, since I don't have a way to store the power just yet. So again, let's do that. So activate. Okay, the water is stabilizing. Cool. Right. So I think we can even pump this one up some more. How about 20? Okay, we're stabilizing on our water. That's pretty cool. So our coolant is getting converted into polonium. Alright. And then this polonium requires fluorite, dust, and as well as water. So let's put water inside of that one. There we go, we're getting water. We're still cool on our fission reactor. And we are producing 400k RF per tick. Okay, let's even pump this one up higher. So again, the maximum burn rate is 30. And we are stabilizing on our water. Temperature is at 470 Celsius. Yeah, I think we're cool here. Our fissile fuel production is keeping up. Are we keeping up? Yeah, I feel like so. Right, so everything seems good. Right, so how much are we producing now? Okay, 600k RF per tick. Again, the reason why this one is super low, like in terms of power production, is because we sacrifice the power efficiency with the conversion efficiency, right? Because we have more pressure disperser, or rather not that one, but the saturating condenser, right? To fully maximize our conversion rate from steam to water, right? So that's why we're only producing less than 1 million RF per tick. But if you want, again, some more power at a sacrifice of the conversion rate, you will need to put more coils. This one right here, electromagnetic coils. But since I don't really need the power as of the moment, since we have a mycelial gen, I am using the 100% conversion rate. So as you can see, we're stabilizing in our water. We're not using any pumps whatsoever. So this is a completely closed loop system of water to steam to water. Pretty darn cool. Now, the nuclear waste is high, right? In every time it goes night, we will have a backlog of this nuclear waste, and we don't want that, right? So in order for us to have a fail-safe for that one, we are going to make use of, let's see, this one doesn't have any waste, right? Okay, that's cool. So let's make a fission reactor port. Fission, this one right here, analog or like logic adapter. Let's grab probably one only. Let's put this on, let's put this on the top. Probably here. So you actually need 2 ports. Something like that. Right? So this one will be, it will only turn on once there is power, or like redstone power. Right? And then this one right here will detect, we don't really have to worry about insufficient fuel. We don't really have to worry about excess waste, because again, we're using the day and night cycle. We don't really have to worry as well of the temperature. So really, I guess I only need 1 adapter, and I'm going to make use of the sunlight or like daylight detector from the Minecraft itself. We're missing glass. There you go. So once it is daytime, this one should turn on, right? So since it's night, it's not detecting any sunlight, so it's off. But if I go to sleep, it should turn back on. Yeah, it's on. It's on right now. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it, really, for this setup that we have. Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it. The only thing that we're missing here is the fluorite dust, which I guess I'm going to be addressing that one in between episodes. But really, we have fully established our main goal of today's episode, which is to create the turbine and make a closed loop of water to steam to water. We have as well created a HTP pellet production, and as well as we now have the polonium itself, right? So we just have to convert this into polonium pellets, and yeah, we're golden. So guys, that's pretty much it for today's episode. If you did enjoy our today's episode, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe as well for more contents like this. See you guys in the next episode. As always, have a nice day. Peace out.